Welcome back. I want to talk to you now about what do you do if you get scared. And this is so important because what might happen is you get all these ideas. Yes, I'm going to change. Yes, I'm going to do this. You get everything listed, how you're going to feel. You get your dream board up and you go, yes, this is what I'm going to do. And then self-doubt comes in and you think, what if I can't do it? Oh my God, what will people think? There are different things that will happen. Look, it's natural to feel apprehensive. It's natural to, when you're going to make changes in your life. It's okay to feel a little bit scared. You started this course because you wanted to make some changes. Right? You wanted to do that. Now I know it's easy to get a course and then think, oh, I don't have to do that, and you've just bought it and you might even not look at it for a long time and then look at it and try it and, do all these things. Most people who buy a course don't complete it, strangely enough. I want you to, definitely. I think you will, because you're wanting to make positive change, and at the moment what you might be suffering from is the apprehensiveness and the worries that actually go along with that. Also, you're in a comfort zone and it may not be that comfortable. When people talk about comfort zone, you think, oh, it sounds really nice, but it can be very uncomfortable, but you're used to it, and then you get worried and you think, well, fair enough, I've got all this and it's awful, but it could be a lot worse. So you've got to really push yourself and say, no, I'm actually going to do that. So what you've got to do is you've got to spot self-doubt. Right? And self-doubt will rear its ugly head in many different ways. It comes right when you least expect it. You might be saying, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this job, whatever, and then just before you go in and you've got an interview or something, you go, oh, bang of self-doubt, what if? Right, so you've got to be able to spot it because you're going to tell it to go away. Because you've got two things that you can do here. One is you can live it, so you get this self-doubt and you go with it. You go, oh yes, what if that happens and that happens? And that's what we usually do, isn't it? Well, we go along with it, yeah. Or two, you can stand away from it and you can say, no, I'm not having that. You're not doing that to me. So you've got that flip going. You're standing outside of yourself. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stand outside of ourselves and let that self-doubt do one, right? We don't want that. So self-doubt, as I say, rears its head in many different ways. So you might say, oh, well, what if it all goes wrong? So you've got worries in the future, it might start fine, but then something goes wrong in the future. What will I do? It'll come along like that. You'll think other people are better. You'll worry about your abilities. Oh crikey, I think I can do this, but what if I can't? Other people are better. You'll feel very small, and your whatever it is that you want to do will seem very big. And it's all of those things. That anything that is like that gives you a bit of a negative feeling, and it gives you that pang. They're all self-doubt. So we don't want it. You want self-doubt? I don't think so. So we're gonna get rid of it. Okay. And what we're gonna do is, for instance, if you worry about meeting people, do you remember in the earlier sessions that we spoke and we said that the actual spoken word was only about 7% of communication, and the rest is in the tone and in the body language. Okay, so what I want you to do is like worry less about what you say to people, because people will forget. Maya Angelou said that she'd learnt that people forget what you've said, people forget what you've done, but they remember how you make them feel. So you're going to make them feel great. Okay, so the emphasis is on that other person. So when you meet people, make them feel great. Okay, so that's one thing. So you're not going to worry then about what it is that you say, because you're just going to concentrate on how you make them feel. Okay, they could be just smiling, it's smashing to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How have you been since last time? Okay, so you can do all of those things. What about if you're not feeling it? If you're not feeling enthusiastic, is if you have a friend, you could call them a neg buddy, right? And both of you might want to make some changes, and you might say, look, we'll phone each other up when we're feeling a bit down to zhuzh the other one up a little bit. So you might say, come on, you can do that, I know you can do it, you know, whatever, but you've got that buddy. If you can find that person, that is absolutely brilliant. Now another thing is to tell doubt to go away. So right, so let's say you're getting that pang, it's coming round and you can feel it. You can say, I don't want you. Go away, and then look in the other direction. And do not think of anything negative. So you might have a go-to thing in your mind. So you might say, oh, I'll think of my holiday that I had when I was 17, I had a great time. So self-doubt comes in, look away, take to go away, look in the other direction, think of that holiday, right? Or you might want to think of something really positive in the future, maybe something good's going to happen. Yeah, fantastic, I'm going to be doing this, brilliant, that's it. And you get used to it. Now, it doesn't seem like it, but honestly, eventually your brain will not be able to go to self-doubt. You'll just not be able to do it, because what it is, it's coming into you, you're telling it to go away, and then you're looking in your direction, you're blocking it, and eventually it really will go away. Okay, so do that. So recognise it as self-doubt. Do not go with it and tell it where to go itself. Okay. Another thing is, if anything goes wrong, because we're always worried about if things go wrong, right? It's feedback, right? It's just feedback. So something goes wrong, and you say, oh yeah, right, okay, maybe something you've done wrong. Yeah, oh, I've done that wrong. Yeah, I shan't do that next time then. And that's it. It's because it's just feedback. Other things come from it. I got into this, it's something I've always wanted to do all of my life, and I had a magazine, and in the magazine I actually offered some courses if people wanted to do them, and somebody saw that from the local further education centre, and they said to me, would I like to do the courses there? Of course, jumped at the chance, and that's how I ended up doing this. So when things, if something goes wrong, I mean, I couldn't do the magazine any longer because I got ill, but this came from it, you see. So I could have worried about the magazine and said, oh, is this going to happen? What, but it didn't matter, because yes, I couldn't do that anymore because I was ill. However, I'm well enough to do this. So things lead on to other things. So don't dwell on it. When we're thinking negatively, we take big steps in negativity, but that's not usually how it goes. Things zig and zag, like I'm saying, that zigged and zagged. So expect things to zig and zag, and just say, oh, I'll just go with it, and just keep calm. So whatever happens, I'm gonna be all right. Okay. Failure is no big deal. People worry about failure. What? These people failed many times. I did some of the light bulb. There was loads of them, loads of them that he failed at, but he just kept going, and that's what you do. So don't worry about each failure. It's like if you see a child learning how to walk and they fall down, they don't say, well, that's it, failed. Just keep trying. You'll learn more from failure, I promise you, than whatever you do from success. And you won't do it again. And so if something goes wrong, it'll be fine, and you'll just do something else. So don't get all worried about this, because it is really no big deal. It'll be fine. I promise you, it will be fine. Then look at the things that you do right. So you'll be doing some things right. You go, I'll do that again. You might want to make a list. Yeah, done this right, do that again. And then look at the things you do wrong. You might say, yeah, I did that wrong. Right, I'll change that. And that's it. So that you'll always be okay, because you know what you do right, you know what you do wrong, and you can change that. And then just keep that simple aspect to it. Just don't dwell on things, and just keep at that. If you've got a vision, like the mind gives you visions, and it's you see things happening and you see things go wrong, then just, no, I reject that, and then change the vision and make it go positive. If you can't to make it go positive, make it go funny. Just put something funny in it. Just stop it. Just stop that vision in its tracks and change it. And again, you might want to change direction. It's changing direction makes a huge difference, because you're saying, literally, I'm not going down that road, I'm going down this route. So do that, okay? Also, try and think of a time when you were worried, you're really worried about something, but it all went right. So then you can say to yourself, yeah, I worried about that little bit, we're fine, wasn't it? So I'll be fine probably this time, and that's okay. Mantras. You don't realise it, but you've probably got a mantra. It could be something like, oh, I know where this is going. I can't do this. Good things never happen to me. I remember when I was working in schools, and I went to a school in Mexborough, and I loved this school, I really did. And I went in, and these kids were there, and I was arranging little businesses. So they all got back £25 and had to make a business, and with whoever made the most money and tried hardest and came up with really good ideas would win, and won really good prizes. So it was well worth doing. But when I went in there, I just absolutely love these kids. And later the teacher told me, oh, we'll not win. You know, this will never happen to us. And I just really wanted them to win. But there was 100 teams around Doncaster and South Yorkshire. So, you know, they had a one chance at 100 basically winning. But they had a chance, didn't they? In actual fact, one of the teams in that school won, and it because they made the most money, and they went out cleaning cars, and it was a horrible day. It was in February, and I'm telling you, it was so cold. And I went when they were doing this. I went round all these schools and all of these teams and watched what they did, and I saw them cleaning cars and how cold they were, and it was so miserable. And I was astounded they made a lot more money than anybody else. So they had that mantra. It'll not happen to us, good things don't happen to us. In actual fact, it did. So just because you're on that vibe, it doesn't mean to say that that's where you will stay. Good things can happen. So I want you to change your mantra, and you could have a mantra saying, well, things usually go all right. I can make this happen. I'm very adaptable, me, and just keep saying that mantra and spot those negative ones. So like, oh, I think good things never happen to me, I know where this is going, and stuff like that, and just change it and do not accept that negative mantra. All right then, there's a lot more in this session. I really hope that it helps. If you really are scared, please drop me an email. It's julie@catchyourfall.co.uk. I'll always answer you, and I'll always really relish hearing from you. I want to know how you're getting on. All right then, until the next one.